nature. We came to feel the music.
Hello, hello. Here is the stream. Here is my voice. Here's the stream. Here's my voice. Speaking to you from Asheville, North Carolina. Thursday, January 18th. 7:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got the church music going. I got my kombucha. This is a Pink Lady apple kombucha, and it's good stuff. If you're already here, welcome in. Say hello in the chat. I would like to bid you a nice hello. Let me know if the music's too loud, too quiet. My voice is too loud, too quiet. I tend to yell because I got headphones in, and I got the music on real loud because I like it loud, but it makes me yell. What are you gonna do? I don't need my swatches here, do I? I don't know. I don't think so. The stream is not starting soon anymore. It has already started. Let me update these notes here. Stream has start. My whole desk shakes when I use this thing sometimes, most of the time. So hello, welcome to the stream. We last week we started on a haunted club sandwich, a 2.0 version of the haunted club sandwich, which is a painting I did in something like 2017, 2018 maybe. Let's see, yeah, 2018. This is the original. I'll go to the main camera in a second, but I'm still getting my wits about me. This is the original painting done in 2018. Yeah, haunted club sandwich. What more can you say? This is way back. This is early days of me getting serious about digital painting. Serious meaning. Serious maybe isn't the right word. Serious meaning I started getting better at painting seriously. Not that I necessarily started doing serious art, because this is a haunted club sandwich. So already my first example is an example of something not very serious. So we're doing a 2.0 version of this now. Last week we modeled this in ZBrush part of the way, just a little bit, and rendered it out. I've rendered it out a couple different renders in Keyshot, and now here we are. We're to the painting part. I messed around with some teeth last week. Actually, this moved around, didn't it? Let's see. Messed around with some teeth last week. Just started on it. I'm thinking that I'm gonna do a little bit of looking around for reference first tonight, just real quick, and see if I can just Google a couple sandwiches and see what I can pick up. Usually when you think you know what a sandwich looks like, and I'd say we all see this as a sandwich probably, but you think you know what something looks like because you have an idea in your head, and you do know what it looks like, but it's there are details. You always forget details. It's always much better to just look up pictures of whatever you're trying to do. I'm gonna look up some crazy faces too. I want to see if I can get a couple ideas for if I can improve on this club sandwich any. So yeah, I'm just taking a quick second and getting a little bit kombucha, getting a little bit hydrated on this kombucha. And that's pretty much it. Let's go see if we can find a little bit of reference. If you are in the chat, say hello, please. Well, if you want, feel free to say hello. You're welcome to say hello. If you want to lurk, lurkers are also welcome. Okay, so what am I doing? I am going to open a new Chrome window. I'm going to go to Pinterest, probably. And I'm going to go to Pinterest and I'm going to do some searches. So I need to log in. Let me know if the audio is cutting in and out. It's cutting in and out a little bit on my headphones, but that might just be that I am my headphones are just having a hard time keeping up with everything that's going on my computer right now. That's quite possible. So let's see, what are we gonna need? We're gonna need some club sandwiches, of course. We're gonna need some pictures of club sandwiches. I'll put this over here so people can, well, kind of understand at least a little bit what's going on. Let me change I guess I'll change the main painting. So here's the old club sandwich, and up on the upper right of the screen, and Pinterest, we're gonna look for some, why does it keep doing that? We're gonna look for some reference. Let's see. I'm gonna say club sandwich, of course. We're gonna look up some club sandwiches, and we're gonna say save, and I'm gonna, wait. Oh, did I start this already? Maybe I started it already. Save to haunted sandwich. This is a pretty good shot of lettuce. I like these grill marks. I might have to put some grill marks on it. Let's see. Here's a nice little picture of the toothpick. Maybe some French fries. That's kind of a good idea. See, these are the kind of things that, you know, sometimes you can't. Oh, here's a good close-up of what it looks like inside. Right? I don't exactly know how to make. I mean, like that's a good example. Like turkey, right? You're supposed to do sliced turkey. How do you make sliced turkey? I mean, of course we all know it's kind of white. It's kind of flat, but it's, you know, if you just draw something white and flat, when does it start looking like turkey? What makes turkey look like turkey? You know? These are the questions. What are you doing? Continue as Dan. Yes, I'm already continued as Dan. Yes. All right, that's enough sandwiches. Let's just look up sandwich and see what comes up, because there might be something else that could be interesting to add. It's gonna make me hungry, man. Here's an untoasted piece of bread. All right, what else do we need? I guess we will look for, oh, let's look for ghosts. Let's say ghost. None of these are ghosts. What are you doing to me? I guess I put too many G's in ghosts for it to understand. There's ghosts for Call of Duty. That's pretty cool. That's a very cool painting of a ghost. I like the ethereal, I like the ethereal quality of this. I mean, I'm not gonna rip it off. I'm just gonna put it in here as why haunted sandwich. Yeah. This is a pretty cute. Oh, there's lots of little cute ghosts in here, huh? All right, but this isn't really giving me what I want. Let's see. What can I look up? Oh no. Have you seen The Black-Eyed Child of Cannock Chase? Oh my gosh. No thanks. No thank you. Let's see. Ghostbusters. Oh man. This is... I don't know what's going on here. I guess I like cute ghosts, don't I? That's messed up. All right, here we go. Let's say haunted. Looking for some reference for some haunted things, like just, I don't know, just like the look of haunted, right? Maybe some, oh wow, that's haunted. Let's see. Here's some good colors. I don't know why they got to keep doing some porcelain dolls. Do they know how much I dislike porcelain dolls? Is that what they're doing to me? Pinterest likes, we noticed you don't like porcelain dolls very much. Yeah, it doesn't really match with the what I'm doing over here, but ugh, I don't like this. All right. It's almost like Pinterest thinks I'm dark. I'm looking up dark stuff on Pinterest. It's weird. Why would you think that, Pinterest? Wow. And then it's like mixing in half-naked celebrities for some reason. Are these ads? Oh, okay. I don't know. I guess it thinks when I guess it thinks when I'm looking for haunted, what I really mean is mostly naked celebrities. I'm not sure. Okay. This is good colors. Good haunted colors. But we're not really getting anywhere with this. Let's see. How about a ghoul? Nope. How about ethereal? I'm probably not spelling any of these words right. What are some other words for what I'm thinking about here? I need to shake the cobwebs loose from my brains. It's more ideas for haunted sandwich. Okay, so it's like giving me some ideas. Ghosts. It's good to just look at this stuff and just soak a little bit in. You don't exactly know what's going to happen, but it's good to see like color schemes. You know, what other people are kind of thinking about. What's this? Yeah, cool. A lot of black and white. Floating. This is cool. Probably put some particles around it, like, yeah, okay. John Bobby? Oh my gosh. See, I mean, I guess on long enough, if you go through Pinterest long enough, it just starts showing you pictures of naked celebrities. I guess that's what we've learned tonight. Yeah, okay. All right. Thank you for your help, Pinterest. Let's see. Let's put this over here, up here. Where can I put it? Put it here. Might be Googling some other stuff, but hey, what's going on, Richard? How you doing, man? We're doing a haunted club sandwich, part 2 of a haunted club sandwich. Is what we're doing tonight. And just talking, just getting started here. Oh, I've been going for 25 minutes, so I guess I'm dragging ass a little bit. So on the upper left is like the first version of this, and doing a 2.0 version of this. And just trying to figure out some cool stuff to do for it. But I think I'm just going to start because I don't want to think about it too much. So let me just look up some pictures of a grilled club sandwich that I got earlier. Where are they? All right. It's like half the things that I saved in here aren't in here. What's going on? Haunted sand. Oh, this is ideas for my board. I want to see my board that I already saved. Sorry, do you guys want to see this? Munster cheese. Maybe so. What is this? Internet's always trying to sell me stuff. Let's see. I just want to see my things. Where are my things? Your profile. Saved. Haunted sandwich. There we go. There we go. Club sandwich. Turkey. Yeah, this is kind of what we did last week, but I'm gonna I think I'm gonna work on making this look more like a sandwich before I put the face on it. Because I'm kind of where'd my pen go? I'm kind of waiting for something to hit me as far as like the what the face should be. So how's it going? How's it going, everybody? How's it going, Richard? Good to see you, man. Or good to, I don't know, see the things you type. It was cool to see you this weekend. For those of you that might be lurking, I did a signing this weekend of my comic, Sam the Junk, at a comic book shop, Morgan's Comics here in Asheville, West Asheville. Richard and his wife Kim came up and hung out, which was awesome. It's great to see you guys. We went and had some tacos. Did you guys do anything afterward? Or you just drive home? Yeah, so that was pretty cool. It was really hot that day, I gotta say. It was pretty hot outside. And then I went, like, I drove off. Yeah, it's been a long hot day, rooms and then go home. Yep. As I was driving off, I realized, like, I just ditched them in the parking lot. I mean, if it was me, I wouldn't have thought twice about just walking, so I figured you guys were probably just fine walking. But as soon as I left, I was like, man, I just left my friends there to go walk. It was only like 2 blocks though, right? and you guys would have probably had to sit on top of each other because I had cardboard boxes in my car. Yeah, it was cool. It was, you know, the first time I've ever done anything like that, you know, like doing a book signing was kind of, you know, pretty cool. But Morgan, the person who owns this place, is really cool. She's always been really cool to me, and she's really into like giving a place for local artists and actually just local people to like hang out. They have all kinds of stuff there. They have like board game nights and stuff. It's a pretty cool place. I need to spend some more time there, but I'm a hermit, so I don't very often just say, hey, I'm gonna go check out the comic book shop tonight. Probably need to start doing that a little bit before I start losing my mind even more. But yeah, that taco place was good. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about it too much, harp on it too much, but like, I don't think it might have just been because I was hungry all day. I was like hungry and hot all day, and it felt good just like sit down and drink like 35 glasses of iced tea and eat some food that I didn't have to cook. It was just really nice. It's pretty perfect. Leave home because you have to work. Yeah. I'm always kind of happy I did go do something. I mean, I realized this, that like I'm much better when there is a reason why I'm there. Like at shows, I'm good because I'm there for a reason. I'm there to talk about whatever, you know, like talk about art or whatever. There's just like a reason, not necessarily to sell stuff to people, but just I'm there for a reason. I'm manning a booth, you know. Salty? Mine weren't salty, or maybe they were. I was just like too dehydrated. My body was like, yeah, salt. They had fried avocado. Hey, how's it going, Eva? Yeah, I've been going since about 7. How are you doing, Eva? Just started painting. I was just like looking for some. I keep going up here for my colors. I'm gonna see if I can move it here. I want for everybody to be able to see what I'm doing, but I also keep looking up there for my colors. That ain't gonna work. There we go. That's better. Do some lettuce. 7:30? I didn't say 7:30, but sorry. Yeah. 7 o'clock. $7 to $8:30 is what I decided to do. Sorry if I told you different earlier in the week. I'm pretty sure I decided on it was 6:30 originally, and then it seemed like people weren't getting here till later last week, so I thought, well, I'll do it at 7. And I still almost ran out of time. I was trying to like research some stuff because I've been trying to come here with things to talk about, at least a little bit. Just so I'm not just sitting here like without anything to say. Like if I run out of, if I'm like, all right, I ran my mouth about that for a long time and now I'm out of things to say, then I like have another topic to go to, you know? Believe it or not, I sometimes run out of things to say. But you know what I discovered this week? Just looking for something to watch. Cool, man. Yeah, we're gonna go for a little while. We're gonna hang out, discuss something or another. I've got a couple of sign on one time. Yeah, I mean, it's 7 o'clock. If I told you wrong, I'm sorry. 7 o'clock from now on, that's when we're going. 7 o'clock. Within a couple minutes, you know, sometimes I'm a tiny bit late because of whatever, but for the most part, it's going to be that. So, yeah, this weekend I did that signing and I hung out for like 4 hours with the books, and it was cool. There were like some people from out of town that came in, got to talk to them, and like some people from Atlanta came by. So I got to meet some new people. That's pretty cool. And then like now my book is like actually on the shelves at a comic book shop, which is, you know, probably to some people, they're like, oh, big deal, but not me. I'm like, yeah, I've always wanted to have my book in a comic book shop, a cool comic book shop, and now I do. I don't know. I thought about looking for a publisher because they will try and get you into places, but also, you know, I mean, if they might expect me to try to, like, they might try to get me to rewrite the whole book if I get a publisher. So I think that, I don't know, it just seems like that's not a great deal. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, so I just worked on the second book, a couple pages of the second book, hung out, and like I said, I mean, I guess it's just, I'm just like in the phase of my life where if I move at all, I start sweating. I start sweating profusely. If I just move, if I leave the house and you know, have to bend over to tie my shoe, I get up and there's sweat pouring down my face. It's like, you know, I mean, I'm probably not the most in shape guy ever, but I'm also like not so out of shape that I should be just, I think I just have I'm just like I'm a sweater, you know? I'm single, ladies. Now that you know I'm a big time sweater. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, it might be a sign that I'm healthy, right? Like, isn't that like a healthy part of being a person? It's better than not sweating, because then I would like pant, right? Isn't that what dogs pant because they can't sweat? So, could be worse. I could pant. My headphones just decided to do something real weird. So I was let's see. I was looking up interesting stories about sandwiches this week. I spent 35 hours this week looking up. No, I'm just kidding. I spent a lot of time though trying to find something interesting to bring to the stream tonight. And actually, I mean, I can't judge if it's interesting or not. I find it interesting. I'm sure that it's not going to be interesting to everybody, but it's interesting to me. So I heard this pretty cool story. space shuttle, 1960s. One of the space shuttle missions. What was the guy's name? I put it down somewhere. John Young. The mission was Gemini 3, 1965. So this is early days of the moon space exploration. I mean, if you believe in that kind of thing, if you don't believe it was all a big hoax, I happen to believe they probably did do it. So, 2 days in, John Young, one of the astronauts, he is, as a joke, he smuggled a corned beef sandwich onto the space shuttle, and he, like 2 days in, he pulled it out and he started eating it. Like it was from like some local hoagie, some local sandwich shop. It was a corned beef sandwich, and he caused quite a stir. Like he got like reprimanded officially for it. Pretty funny joke, and they laughed about it, but then they were like that, I guess, you know, I'm sure that they were laughed about it, but then in 1965 they were pretty much still using like gerbils running on wheels to as instruments for the spaceship in 65. So like what they were concerned about most was hey, how's it going, Heather? Weirdo. That's my sister. The weirdo. In 65, the instruments, I guess they were nervous about the instruments, like crumbs floating around in zero gravity can cause the instruments to get all screwed up. And so that's an interesting sandwich story from outer space. And it actually led to them changing the rules for what you could bring on the space shuttle. Like, this sounds like Congress to me. Like in true Congress fashion, they had like a hearing, like an official hearing where they all like, freaking pontificated into microphones about the danger. You know what I mean? You really could have caused a problem. John Young. But yeah, John Young, he actually went on to have the longest career of any astronaut. And that's it. That's the story. Let me see, was there anything else? Yeah, I mean, like, first corned beef sandwich in space, that's pretty cool. All right, so now that I've told you my sandwich story, anybody got any sandwich stories? Anybody got any cool sandwich stories? What's your favorite sandwich? Do you have a favorite sandwich shop? Have you ever been to the moon? Has this been the song? Has this been the same song playing the whole time? I'm having some major deja vu. Because it seems like I did that last week too. Alright, what does bacon look like? These colors are a little weird. I gotta work on these colors. And I gotta work on the value. I think it's what it might be is this purple is like really messing with me, I think. I'm being too careful. I always do this when I first start painting, after I do the modeling and I bring it in to start painting it, I'm always too careful at first. and then I just got to loosen up enough, and I just got it. Sometimes in order to loosen up, I just have to do something like this. I just got to start fucking doing stuff like this. Believe it's the purple or making the colors weird. Yeah. Moon pies. Ethel is mooned a lot of people. Yep. What time did I start? I started at 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. I believe that's when I'm going to be starting the stream. Started last week. Well, I started last. Okay. I think that this is what happened. I originally said 6:30 for the stream. But, and I'm not going to talk about this all night. Like, this is what I'll explain it, and then I'll stop talking about it. 6:30 was supposed to be the start time last week, but since I hadn't streamed in a long time, I ran into a bunch of technical problems, and I didn't end up start streaming until like 7:30, maybe even 8 o'clock. But the original plan was 6:30 to 8. So we went a little late, and then at the end of the stream, I was just thinking like, hey, when do you guys want to start? 6:30? And then like it seemed like the consensus was that was a little too early for people to be kind of, you know, getting done with eating dinner or whatever, right? So thought I'd push it to 7. And then I can still be in bed on time. Pop can still be in bed on time. Cheese. Looks better than all that changed the background. Yeah, cool. Last week I was in a mood where I wanted to like mess around with the lighting, you know, like see if I could get some scary lighting in there. And I got some ideas. I just need to I probably bring them back at the end, but I just wanted to get a little bit of an idea of like maybe some colors I could pull in later just as accents, you know? Like later on, once it's done, I can like pull in some like crazy colors and like do it like bottom lit with green or something, you know, and it'll look more haunted. Not looking dull. Yeah, I mean, yes. It's weird because part of what I do these days is a little bit of the opposite of what you do if you start a drawing just with drawing, you know? Like sometimes I start with something that looks a little bit more perfect, and then I gotta like spend some time messing it up to make it look more, you know. I gotta go back and I gotta paint it and just keep putting paint on it, digital paint, until it starts looking like something I made instead of something that's computer generated. So I basically just like repaint the whole thing many times before it's all over with, slowly but surely. I always go through a stage with the paintings that like where everything just looks kind of jacked up, and then it starts coming together. The purple was off. Yeah, I think so. I mean definitely the background purple was off, but I can see a future where I put some put a purple, like some purple lighting back into it. No time like the present, so. Yeah, I just wanted to put a crazy color in there last week. I was just gotta experiment to see what works and what doesn't. But I was thinking about like put some like a rim light of color at the ends. Yeah, it doesn't look that great so far. Actually, I mean, if it's haunted, you know, shouldn't we make it? The original one was white. I like kind of like that white background, but maybe we'll do. Okay, here's I'm starting to think. I'm starting to formulate it here. Like we'll do some like I was looking up haunted like I was looking at these kind of like haunted scenes earlier because I want to like bring some of that elements in here. And so what I think it's going to be some smoke, and I think it's also going to be a dark background. And see, because like, look at this. What's so cool about this is that it's dark in the background, but also like there's a little bit of color back here, you know, like a little bit of bounce light, but it makes these candles really pop. And then this reflection off of this little ghost here. So that kind of lighting, I think I'm going to do something like, you know what I mean? Like change the lighting up. From the original one. I keep pointing over here because the stream's over here and I'm like they opened the skate park at Carrier Park. Yeah, the skating rink, they've had that open for a while. What did you hear exactly? Carrier Park is a park that's close to my house. You'd have to wear triple knee pads, yeah. Anytime you guys want to come up, they do they've got I just make fart noises when my brain stops working. They have outdoor hockey there now, and like actually somebody that came by the signing I can't believe I keep saying it. I can't believe that's coming out of my mouth. My book signing this weekend. No big deal. I was just at a book signing this weekend. An old friend came by and he's actually playing hockey over there at Carrier Park because they've got a hockey rink now. They've had it for a while, but I think they just over the last couple of years started actually doing like getting a league back together, and he plays goalie. He wants me to paint a goalie mask that he just recently bought. You tagged me in a post on Facebook? Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Yeah, I remember that movie. With the mashed potatoes. Why was that so scary when he was doing the mashed potatoes? It might have been because I was like 8 years old. Man, you know what? I think that movie, even though it was kind of like fun or whatever, maybe like in some ways a family movie, that movie freaked me out. I don't know, Heather's my sister, so she probably remembers all like many embarrassing things about me, but she knows better to bring them up because I know embarrassing things about her too. But anyway, yeah, I used to be really scared. Like that was my thing when I was a kid. I was scared of being abducted by aliens. That was like my that was my thing. Like every kid, I guess every kid's freaked out about something, right? And I mentioned this a lot, like I watched a lot of horror movies when I was little because of some of these people that are in this chat right now showing me horror movies when I was little. I know I bring that up a lot, but it was a pretty big part of my life. It's why I still love horror movies now. You know, I mean, I saw, you know, name a movie and I'll tell you when I saw it, but it was probably before I was 10 years old. Like Jason movies, I'm pretty sure I saw Halloween where people get stabbed to death. People are getting their boobs out at like 9 years old, something like that. I might be making that up. I don't really remember anything about my childhood, but it seems like we were watching those on VHS. Used to book up and back and down the stairs at my mom's. Yeah. Because you were scared of aliens? Being abducted by aliens? But I was also fascinated, you know, so I would watch all kinds of alien stuff. It didn't mean I would stop watching it. You know, that's just one of those weird things. Yeah, and you were even younger. My sister's 3 years younger than me, so my sister was watching it when she was like 5. Dang, man. I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police on you guys right now. Calling the police on my whole family. Yeah, it really was great. We had a lot of fun. All those VHS tapes had like rows and stacks of VHS tapes, and then you could do like 3 movies on a tape, right? You had like 6 hours of recording time. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of videos and stuff we had. Yeah. I didn't know you thought that about Close Encounters. I think the mashed potatoes was his way of communicating. Yeah, and I really don't remember too many details of that. I mean, the mashed potatoes, I'm not scared of mashed potatoes. Okay? I'm not scared of them at all. I will eat them. I will eat all day. I don't remember. I think it was just like you know, there were creepy parts of that movie, right? I mean, that movie wasn't necessarily all it wasn't E.T., you know, it was a little creepier than that. Is that Steven Spielberg that did that movie? I don't remember. Poltergeist, that was one. Poltergeist was one that I watched when I was little. Did you guys know that they made a remake? They did a remake of that recently. Not very recent. They did a remake of that movie. I'm gonna say in 2010s or something. And it had Sam Rockwell in it, who was like, I really like his name. I like it. I really like his I like that dude. What's the name of what? The mashed potato, the mashed potato one? It's called Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Anybody else seen that movie in the chat? Remember that one? Where he's piling the mashed potatoes up and he's like, it means something. I know it means something. And he's like building a, sorry, I guess when I do my Richard Dreyfuss impression, I get all choked up. The sandwich could be in those kinds of lights. You don't remember the scene where he's like piling the mashed potatoes up at dinner because he's like, I don't know, is being mind controlled by aliens? Something. They're trying to communicate with him. And it turns out, I think it turns out that they're not bad or anything. It's just spooky. It's just a spooky. The background looks cool, thank you. So somebody even mentioned an interesting idea. The lights. So I think you're talking about the lights from Close Encounters, because I do remember some lights. I just don't remember a bunch about it. Maybe we'll look that up in a sec. I need to make this bacon look more like bacon. So let's look up some pictures of bacon. Bacon. Oh, just my pins? No, I want all pins. Add some white highlights. Yeah, I think so. I think I just need a picture of bacon to go by. See what I'm saying? It's like, this is, I know that I keep saying this all the time, but it never ceases to amaze me. It's like, you think you know what bacon looks like, right? When you're a painter, when you paint stuff, of course you know what something looks like, and you can get part of the way there. Like, this is my bacon, right? It's kind of the same color, and I could have taken it further, but then you look up bacon and you're like, you see all these details in here and stuff. This is what makes bacon bacon. And it's just cool. It's cool every time for me. It's just like never ending interesting to me. Like how to I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. How we think of stuff, because we're inventing our own reality in our brains, right? We have visual representations of stuff. Like when I say house, you think of a house. You think probably of a square with a roof. I mean, you know that's not exactly what a house looks like. But those are like the identifying features of a house. So if somebody asked you to draw a house, you'd probably do that. You'd do the triangle and the square, maybe you put a door on it. But then when you compare that to an actual house, you'd see, yeah, you had the basic idea, but in order to make it look like a realistic house, you would really have to do different stuff with it. So there you go. So I'm going to get some of these colors in here, and I'm going to do this striped pattern and wavy on the edges, whitish, lighter highlights, yeah, like going through it. And then Richard Dreyfuss brought piles of dirt and twigs in the living room. Yeah, I think they wanted everyone to come because they were bringing back a lot of people taken at different times. Oh, so they were returning a bunch of people that they abducted? Yeah, I mean, yeah, why would that make me freaked out? See? Like, I was freaked out I was going to get abducted by, not only get abducted by aliens, but also have to hang out with Abraham Lincoln in outer space, listening to his old stories. You build a better house than you can draw. Yeah, man, I knew that about you. Me and Richard go way back. Actually, at one time when I was a little child, when I was a little 20-year-old boy, maybe 21-year-old boy, I worked with Richard on his crew. As a guy who moved piles of wood from one place to another. And as a guy who dug ditches with a shovel. Richard's a very talented carpenter and remodeler of houses. He's been doing it for years. I did not last in that career. Oh, the Bermuda Triangle disappearances? Okay, so it was like, yeah. All right, so we'll put some reddish oranges in here. Orangey reddies in here. Just the color to start with. And then we'll put some waves in it. 30 years now, huh? Jeez, dude. And then I don't know if everybody's here, but yeah, Richard came up this weekend and hung out at the comic shop for a little while. Got a book. And we hung out. Talked about old times. A little bit, not a lot, really. We mostly talked about our old people things. No, not old people things, but like everybody at the table had some kind of medical thing. Like I had my hip. We had another person there that had to have a kidney transplant. So lots of things at that table, and it was just kind of funny, you know. Funny in a, well, in my dark sense of humor kind of way. I guess it's, some people would be like, that's not funny, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, okay, yeah. Laughing about that on the way home, yeah. Yeah, I guess, I figure you probably met at some time during all those years. All right, where was I? Oh, yeah, bacon. All right, guys, what is everybody's favorite sandwich? I really want to know. I'm not like just fucking around. I'm not just trying to fill time here, guys, you know? I really want to know what your favorite sandwich is. So tell me right now. Write it in the chat. What's going on here? I'm sorry that I raised my voice. Okay? I just get a little bit excited sometimes. Philly cheesesteak? Okay, with hot peppers, really? You do Philly cheesesteaks with hot peppers? Huh. Okay. I used to do it like, if I were to go up there right now and then have to do some, yeah, man. All right. Talk to you later, brother. I think you're saying you're taking off. Have to do some stuff. Maybe a Reuben. Okay. Corned beef. Right. I never really liked corned beef that much. Mine's kind of weird, I think. I mean, my favorite sandwich to make at home, like, yeah, Philly cheesesteak or a hoagie, yeah, that'd be great. But, you know, as far as making one at home, I make ham sandwich. I don't make this all the time because I'm not a child anymore, but once in a while I do. Ham sandwich with bread and butter pickles and mayo, cheese, and potato chips. Sometimes I don't really put the potato chips on the sandwich anymore, but I used to. Just like squish. Why can't I make this bacon look right? What am I doing here? Mine is not bologna. Oh, you're talking about Lebanon bologna? Lebanon bologna is okay, yeah. I haven't had that in a long time, but they actually carry it in grocery stores here. They don't, I don't know if they do that in Hickory or not. Where the hell did the thing go? Wow, it's 10 after 8 already, huh? All right. Time flies when you're talking a lot. Maybe we're gonna have to make the stream 2 hours, y'all. In the future. I don't know, maybe I'll have to make, maybe I'll have to make a rule that 3 weeks for a painting. See, that messes up my plans because I was gonna do never mind. It's not really that important. Comment too much? No, you don't comment too much. That's what we're here for. We're here to talk. You don't ever have to think you're commenting too much. I'm here to hang out. cheesesteak, fried onions, not peppers, or maybe hot peppers. Fried bologna sandwiches. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I was like looking up interesting things about haunted food, and I can't really think of any of them. Can't think of any of them right now. But I did hear lots of. They were all basically the same. Here, let me see if I can look up my notes from sometime, and I'll say the most interesting ones. We are kind of running out of time, but that does look pretty cool, doesn't it? What happened to Chrome? Bacon. Okay. Oh, this is a great one. Okay, so they're the haunted ham of England. So this family, they find a mysterious ham in their pantry that they didn't put there. It's just a ham just in their pantry. And then, what the frick is going on here? And so they cooked it and they ate it. And they experienced unexplained noises and objects moving. Like it was like they ate this ham and it caused haunted things to happen around them. This mystery ham that would just appeared in their cabinets. Okay, so I got a couple thoughts about this. I mean, I guess some people, like, you know, they might be like, oh, like if it was England during the times where people wouldn't have enough to eat and stuff, yeah, okay, I found a ham and I'm gonna eat it, right? But what would you do? Would you eat the ham? Would you cook the ham that you found that you don't remember buying, that's just a ham in your cabinet? Right, right, that's, I didn't even think about that. They were probably hallucinating because of poisoning. But actually, most of this cursed food, like I read many stories about cursed food, and I'm sure that most of them were really just poison. They were food poisoning from eating rotten food. So that's the spooky ham of England, the haunted ham of England. And there's all kinds of stories. Like there's this deli in New York that has a haunted pickle jar where it's like supposedly people come from everywhere to eat a pickle out of this cursed pickle jar because it's supposed to give you bad luck. So like all these thrill seekers come from everywhere. Yeah, here's one. Haunted fruitcake. It's passed down through the generations, and it brings misfortune, ruins holidays, sudden illnesses, and ghostly sightings. That's probably another food poisoning incident. I don't know what that means. They pass it down through the generations. Is that a food cake recipe, or it's the same fruit cake that they just have and they like sit it by the fireplace at Christmas every year? It's weird. There was a really good one that I can't find anymore, but oh well. I'm trying to refresh my memory of what it was. What was it? Yeah, this fruitcake is this. It's the same fruitcake. Okay, so these people have this haunted fruitcake. Why would anybody do that to go eat a cursed pickle? I don't know. People are like, you know, like people. When I say people, I mean dudes in college. You know, they do stupid shit. They're like, I can see it. I can see it. They're like, duh, bruh, right? And then they're like, we're going to New York, to the haunted deli. I dare you to eat a cursed pickle, dude. Or they come there just to see, you know, see whatever. There's also a lot of haunted restaurant stories all over the place. Yeah, I don't know. People do stuff. People do crazy stuff, you know. There was one, I read one, there's an ice cream shop. I'm going to say in Ohio because I can't remember where it was. Let's just say Ohio. There were a lot of them in Ohio for some reason. It was an ice cream shop, and they have a certain flavor of ice cream that's supposed to be like a haunted flavor of ice cream. I don't even remember what it is. It's like some flavor that's like, you know, not really like haunted ice cream. It's just like banana or I don't remember it. It was some regular flavor, but this is at this particular place. It's haunted, and if you eat it, you see the ghost of a little girl playing. Running around in the ice cream shop playing. Apparently, all these are supposedly backed up by, like, you know, evidence, whatever. I think I'm just gonna have to spend 40 hours on this bacon, and it's weird because it's really just gonna be covered up anyway. I think I'm almost there. I just need to pick some colors and probably move it more toward yellow a little bit. That. And then it's really what makes it look like bacon is the stripes. It's got like dark and light stripes going through it. Did you guys hear that when my hat just hit the microphone? Did you hear a thump? These edges are way too straight too, aren't they? Gotta make it more wrinkly. Pop of purple would look good with the background green and purple. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a rim light on it. I'm gonna give it some like dramatic lighting, which makes it even funnier because it's like it's a sandwich with dramatic lighting. But I don't know what happened. Time just flew by, man. It doesn't matter when I always say that I'm gonna like get started earlier, like doing research, like going and find some fun stories to tell and stuff, but the time always, it's never enough time. I'm always rushing to get started. I did start on time tonight, but a pop of purple. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring back that I'll show you. There you go. That's more what I wanted. So first of all, it's probably going to have, well, I don't know how the green's going to look coming up from the bottom. Maybe the purple. Well, we'll try both. Like some crazy lights coming off it. And then maybe green coming from the bottom. We'll see if this works or not. I think the green would look cool like once I do teeth. I don't know if this is gonna stay or not. I'm gonna do something with it. This is probably too much, but yeah, it just looks better without that at the bottom for some reason. I think, here, I'll make this, I think probably if I made this more solid, so it's not so distracting, and make it like, let's see. I don't know yet. I think it, you know what I think it does? It's just because of this weird three-dimensional thing. It makes it flat. It's like it tricks your eye too much. So I'll have to work something like that, or work on that. Probably just looks better just like as that, but another thing that I could do. You like it? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I haven't saved this thing in like 3 hours. Maybe I should save it. So I'll leave it up to the crowd here. Like, do you guys want to finish this next week, or do you want me to just, you want to start at something else next week, or what? Is 3 weeks too long for one painting? I don't know. It really doesn't seem like it. I mean, of course, I'm just asking for input here. Of course, like, I'm not like trying to put anybody on the spot to like make big decisions. I can decide, right? Yeah. Three is good. I'm gonna need to put some more, like, I don't know, it's like this looks really good. I think this looks pretty cool as a for what it is right now, but I think that since I'm gonna have to put things, let's just see what we got here. So like the original is like just like this. So I might be able to make this style look good again. Put some more detail in this. You know what? I'm going to start with this. I think I'm going to tone it down quite a bit, but I'm going to start with this. Because this is making me feel like, yeah, it's starting to look like a haunted sandwich. Let me make these a little more weird. Yeah, definitely gonna have to like work on this a little bit. It's kind of like I don't really want to cover up a lot of this stuff on the inside, but you see what I'm saying though? Like if you put a bunch of teeth on it, it's like you can't really tell what's going on in the background anymore. So how did we do it with the first one? I guess we made it so the lettuce was sticking up above it a little bit. The first one, it's like you can still tell it's a sandwich because the lettuce is coming up almost like the gums. And then you see tomato in there and it's really the color of a tomato, so. And then the bread, the crust of the bread and the edges of the bread, that's something I left out that I need to do. The crust of the bread is darker than the edges of the bread and than the top and bottom of the bread, which is how bread is in real life. And then the toothpick will definitely make it look more. Pretty good progress though. Let's see, what did we have? Let's see where we were at first. This is fun to do. That's where we started. And this is where we ended. Probably gonna have to move this sandwich down a little bit. Make it a little smaller maybe to make some room for the rest of this stuff. I don't know, the eyes are cool, but it's like I just feel like I just don't want to like necessarily, I don't know, copy them. Do I? I'm not sure. this remind me of? You liking the music a lot better than earlier? Or you liking the music a lot better than something earlier? I heard there was some stuff with lyrics earlier, and I usually turn that off just because the lyrics are distracting to me. And I usually like automatically change it to the next song when I hear saxophone. It's my natural. I changed it. I didn't like an hour. Yeah, it was just a song that I was just fast forwarding the playlist. This is the same playlist. I'm just playing now. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to figure out a way to make it look like orbs. I froze. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like my signal's going down. It looks like my signal's having some trouble. Sorry, guys. That sucks, man. All right, let's see. We're gonna go back here. As usual, well, it's just like, this is just life. Like, things take longer than you want them to be. So the tape. It's pretty cool though. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, because I'm seeing here that my signal is going, I'm dropping a lot of frames right now. Oh, I'm going back up to yellow. I don't know. All right, quick show and tell before we leave. Show and tell portion. Just want to scroll through some randomly stuff that I've been working on with for the second book. This is just a panel. I'm not exactly sure where that's going yet. Don't even know why this is in there. Turn that off. Working on a montage. There's Sam kicking somebody in the face. At a show. So these are Sam's. This is a little montage of things that stupid things that Sam did while she was playing on stage with the band. Kicking somebody in the face, falling backwards on the drums, showing her butt to the crowd. And she's going to be throwing up on a dude here. Okay, so that's the kind of highbrow art that I do, y'all. Here's some quick sketches of this is the first like 15 pages of the book or so. Splash page. This is a picture of an actual hand. So as you can see, this is the second book starts out talking a little bit about Sam's hot mess. This is Sam getting out of detox. Anyway, this story is not like a big long 12-step meeting or anything, but I do have to establish that she's like thinking about the past. This is right after the first book ended. I don't know if you guys have read the first book, but it's right after the first book ended. Comes back and it kind of like has a flashback, but I don't want to give away a lot of the story. I just wanted to show you guys some stuff I've been working on for it. The band tuning up. Yep. And here's a haunted club sandwich. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Oh, okay, I want to show you all one more thing before I go. One last thing. If the software would start some gun. There it is. Let's see. I just want to show y'all a quick clip. I don't know if you guys were here for the marbling session. So I started editing a couple of these. Ah, dude, I have too many monitors, man. I'm trying to make this, oh my god, trying to make this full camera. No, Wacom, there we go. Jesus. We talked about marbling last week. All right, so I'm gonna drip some purple in here. Green, okay, I'll do green and lime green. I'll do lime green next. So hopefully you can see that spreading out. You can't. What the hell, dude? Oh, that's right. I'm on a delay. My God. See, this is me complaining previously on a stream. I guess that's just what I do on streams. All right. Got a little bit of psychedelic purple going on there. And I think that, so do you see how this is like kind of thick in the middle? That means that it's not floating as very well. Not floating very well, but we're gonna deal with that. This is not the right one, of course. Gets out of PayPal, but I can look into it. All right, so here is this. It's some ink floating on top. This is marbling I was telling you guys about last week. I'm gonna start this out pretty slowly. Yeah, I'm gonna start this out pretty simple. Now that I look at it on the screen, I think it needs purple right there. All right, so now I'm going to take this paper. I took one side of it and X'd it. That means it's the back. This side is the side with the stuff. So things are about to get, I'm going to have to like dip this in there real quick, and then I'll show you, and then I'll have to run into the bathroom and wash it off. So that's how it's going to work. All right, is everybody ready? Here we go. All right. So I'm gonna make sure no bubbles get on it, stay stuck under there, and then I'm gonna pull it out. And there we go. That's what the paper will turn out as. I'm gonna let it drip off for a second. We're just getting started here. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of these today, but I'm gonna do several of them. Start out with something pretty simple. All right, I gotta run to the tub. Hopefully my mic will make it all the way in here to the tub. Ugh, why can't I make it go away?
I killed them all.
Go away. Map at this dude. All right. Yeah, I made some noises. Yeah, I pulled up the wrong one. I was trying to pull up really fast ones. Here we go. Here's a fast one, and then I'm leaving. Blue. All right, blue and purple. This is really how fast I do it. All right, here we go. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Seeing a lot. Yep, so that's what I've been doing with the screen prints and stuff. And so like I'm cutting all that stuff up now to have content for YouTube. Content. That was the other thing, is that I was hoping to be able to finish these paintings once every other week, so I could come out with a YouTube every other week. Like cut this all into a one time lapse and just speed it up and then do a YouTube video of that. But so it might just have to be every 3 weeks. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's enough time, like with all the talking and fun we have and stuff. Like 3 hours total is not enough time to do a painting, especially when you're talking and hanging out and stuff. So anyway, thank you for joining the stream tonight. Seeing a lot of people dipping things to pick up a film. No, you haven't. I'm the only one that ever did it. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go and take a nap. Called going to bed. And I love you guys, and I hope to see you next time. So